Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we are going to be doing a moto vlog about why I chose the 450 SS over the new like Ninja 500 and R3s and stuff. Um but there was three primary reasons why I chose this bike over like the new Ninja 500s and the R3s. One of the reasons was the price to performance for this bike compared to the Ninja R3 and 500 are insane, as well as the looks and the technology that this bike has compared to the new Ninja 500s and R3s, even the CBR 500s. But we will be doing, I will be going more into depth on the ride that I have planned today. We are going to Verizon, possibly getting a new phone. But I will go more into depth and explain why I chose this bike over those bikes I had listed. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Alright, now that we're on the road, let's go over the reasons why I chose this bike over a Ninja 500 or a CBR 500 or even an R3. So the main reason was the price. While everything was priced pretty about the same, the R3 goes for about $5,300. This bike alone goes for about $57,000 without taxes or anything, as well as that the R3. I believe the CBR 500 RR goes for about, I want to say 6. It might be 5, but I believe it's more towards the 6 mark. This bike specifically, I got for $5,000. It was $700 off the asking price, which was really good finding it. I don't know why they had it listed that low. Bike had 0 miles. This is also a 2025. This isn't a 2024 version. So this is the newest bike they have out at the moment. I believe the 2026s are coming out soon. But for now, this is the newest bike that has come out for this brand. But like I said, the technology on this bike is pretty crazy. If I click enter here on the infotainment center right here, we have access to our music. So if I had music going in my car or something, I could switch it, pause songs, skip songs, all through this little infotainment center right here. We also have contacts. I don't really know why you would need this screen specifically. Maybe if you're trying to call someone or get a hold of someone, then yes. But you know, it's still nice to have. Obviously, we have our vehicle info. We have the basic for every bike, obviously. So I'm not gonna count this as high-tech technology. But this is also, it's pretty good. It tells you your coolant, tells you a lot of stuff. Yeah, go to information. It'll tell you your coolant levels. It'll tell you your batteries, how many miles you have on your gas tank. All the basic stuff essentially, which is pretty cool. But I think the best part about this is the actual the music part, where you're able to skip, where you're able to do all that type of stuff. What the hell are we doing here? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. I'm not gonna cut you here. But like as I was saying, for the price you're paying for this bike, even the $5,700 mark, after taxes, I think the bike came out to about $9,200. But keep in mind, I did have a 3-year warranty on this. For the trans and motor, so I think that was like a $600 add-on. And this being my first bike, I didn't, obviously, we're bound to make mistakes here. And if I do somehow blow the motor or something, and it actually gets covered, you know, it's nice to have. But that's like the main majority of the technology-wise why I like this bike. On to my second reason why I picked this bike. It was the looks. While the Ninja 400 and CBR 500, they look like every other bike. I'm not gonna lie. this bike is very special. It has wings in the front, so it looks like a higher CC bike, but it's really not. It's only a 450. The wings aren't functional or anything like that, but it does make the bike look cool. So I mean, that's all you can really ask for on a lower CC bike. I will say there are some sick R3 colorways. I was gonna get one, but I did realize that the R3 obviously is a very, very slow bike. I think it's like top speed's like 100. Top speed on this bike's 110. I've got it to 113. But in all honesty, going fast as a new beginner is it's not scary. But you know, when someone does like happen to like cut you off or something and you don't expect it, then you gotta at least know how to like recover from that, or like how to like stabilize yourself and learn the basics of riding a bike, which I mean I feel like I have learned, just I haven't mastered it yet. This is a really good beginner bike, obviously, but I don't think that's gonna be like a really bad standing point for a low CC bike. Obviously it's kind of harder to get in trouble on this bike, as you can't really go that fast, and for this bike alone, the acceleration and stuff is pretty good. I'll put a couple pulls in. It's got some pretty good acceleration. The bike makes about 50 horsepower, and I believe it's like 35 torque, 35 horsepower torque or something like that. So it's a pretty good beginner bike. As well as the gas tank on this, you get about, I'd say like 160 a tank, and it only takes about $10 to fill up, which brings me to my last point, the price. For what I got this for, it was a pretty good deal. $5 grand at the $5,700 mark. Like I said, it is a pretty good bike for the price. The technology you get, the looks you get as well. There's not many bikes I know that have wings in the front, unless you're talking to like the S1Ks or the Fireblades and stuff like that. But then again, those are those are like $30,000 bikes, $20,000 bikes. So then at that point the price comes into play, and all that. So, and out the door, like I said, I paid about $9,200 with a 3-year warranty on the transit motor. Without that, I think it would have been about 86 or like 85. One of those numbers. I would have to take a look at the paperwork if I have. I don't think I do. But for the price, this bike is definitely worth it if you are looking into getting a newer bike and you don't want to go and buy a used bike on the market, one that's beat up, whatever, and all that. Which is why I opted to go the new bike route. But the future for this channel, obviously become a moto vlogger, but I do feel like doing some videos, some night runs with my buddy. We'll do some night runs, and then we'll get the video footage for that, as well as you know, doing some basic content, you know, going out filming some of our journeys. I do plan on doing a trip to Sedona here in the future. So that is definitely on my bucket list for sure. And we do plan on doing that in the next few months. We got my buddy and then another one of our friends are gonna go with us on that trip too. So that'll be a fun trip. We got my camera, obviously. We got my X4 that my buddy will have. The X4 that my buddy will have on his 1000 RR. And then I don't know if my other friend's gonna have a camera or not, but you know, if he does, we'll try to grab footage from all that make it a nice vlog. We may end up doing like 2 or 3 vlogs out of it, due to due to due to how much footage we're gonna have. We're gonna have about, like, I think 8 or 9 hours of footage. So we aren't gonna have we're gonna have a good bit of footage. So we'll definitely be able to make a few trips out of that, because I know we plan on going to Jerome, so I can make that a separate video, as well as Sedona. Obviously, like, let's go sightseeing. It'd be like a day trip, so that's definitely something we got planned. That will be on the agenda for sure in the future, and definitely want to do more road style trips for sure, with my buddies and stuff. But if you are watching this, this is the end of the video. If I do come up with more topics on the way home, I will obviously implement them or throw them in the video. But if not, and you're seeing this, this is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, why I chose this bike. I'll do a quick walk around on it real quick. But if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And hopefully there will be more to come in the future.